Hi all and welcome back to my channel Fun and Everyday Life. I'm Aspie. I'm sorry for taking so long out of my schedule for what I was hoping to achieve right now. As you are aware, as I shared so many times before, this is like Autism Awareness Month. I'm just currently doing a few research here and there. Basically what to think about, even though Autism Awareness start of it has begun, or kind of, what have you, which would have been April 2nd or April of the 4th, maybe in some countries of this technically, of every year, that's been celebrated by, many of us that are on the autism spectrum scale, or even maybe adults and in-betweeners that do celebrate this kind of thing. Okay, while I haven't taken a seat back, you may be thinking, yo, Aspie, where have you been? Why now deciding to do more autism related topics right now than ever before? As we're aware that, as I said, one, for starters, is Autism Awareness Month, and two, obviously, as you know, I'm trying to, even though technically not getting paid for what I'm doing on the channel or outside the channel, want to be a mentor and advocate to the ones that hasn't got a voice, obviously, that are autistic. Therefore, that's the main reasoning behind it all. As you know, I want to educate you all, obviously, on autism and Asperger's syndrome and the like. Obviously, even though, as I said before, health and awareness is where I'm at right now to mentor and advocate for you, but especially this month is going to hopefully be mostly autistic related topics. I know this will be a big ask and tall order from you guys, but hopefully maybe, what I want to achieve this month will basically be doable, sort of thing, and hopefully you guys can support me along the way like you have been when I first started this channel. Excuse me. Okay, as you're aware, basically, sort of thing, even though my upload schedule has been varied up with different everyday topics, be it, mental health versus basically my Beauty from Ashes channel kind of series of everyday personal topics that I share with you all, I'm hoping maybe this Friday, sort of thing, give you guys 2 days at least if you're interested to do a Q&A. So therefore, I would love you guys to either comment it below on this video or private message me through Aspie Answers All page on Facebook. Just basically remember some of the questions for this Q&A special that I want to do basically needs to be autistic related. But if you want to ask me personal questions about my life experiences with Asperger's syndrome, if you're new to my channel, even though some of the questions may be already been answered through when I first started this channel anyways, or just any information that you may want to hear about, be it tips and advice along the way, sort of thing. And hopefully you guys won't be too judgmental on it, because as I said, some of it will be based on my life experiences versus just, my training and whatever else it may be that you guys may throw at me. Or then just maybe you may want to question me based on the everyday vlogs that I've done so far that is autistic related. Okay, that's this Thursday, Friday or Saturday, which will be basically the 7th or 8th of April, even though as midweek, which is tomorrow, is my birthday, 5th of April. So, as I said, this will be something special. But then again, some of this also, even though it may be Autism Awareness Month, will have a bit of, some other bits and pieces in the way of it too, be it, some maybe Easter vlogs versus basically personal words of encouragement, shall we say, of what you go through in your everyday life, regardless what it may be, and hopefully they'll come into focus and actually be of help to you guys as well as these bits and pieces I'm sharing with you all now. Number 2 on this stage of the following week or midweek again, Friday 14th or 15th, Friday, Saturday, 14th, 15th of April, time depending, or even midweek, depending how far I can push myself. It will be autism awareness versus autism acceptance. My viewpoint of what I understand about it, this will be based on my own personal views and maybe based on some some people's opinions that I agree upon, that I look upon. Some of it may be repetitive though in this part of it, which I humbly apologise, because you may have watched maybe previously or 2 videos over about the one about what to think about of Autism, you know, Awareness Month, so to speak. It will be a continuation on that, but hopefully more in depth, but not too much in depth to bore you guys. You know, anyway, I guess also number 3, you guys remembered that I mentioned something along the way also about either a collab or something to put together, hopefully, of a video of maybe people that are interested in maybe sharing their life stories of autism or Aspie's syndrome sort of thing. And if any of you are still willing, as I said before, this will be hopefully at the end of the month. What will entail there is, if you want to do this, link up a comment below if you want to do this collab with me or whatever. We'll sort it out, as I said, basically. Either if you want to just do it personally, either on your own recording and I can edit it out, basically, and I'll send you my, you know, personal details via either through, you know, YouTube, or if you want to give me your Facebook details, or even just follow me on my Aspie Answers All on Facebook itself, or whatever it may be. Or I could even personally give you my Skype account versus Discord. I'm giving you a variation of how to contact me if you are interested in this part of it. So there will be a few series of questions. I'll also give you guys a time limit basically on how long you can, you know, give me for this video segments, basically, so I can edit it up and get it ready to go by the end of the month, hopefully. Okay, also, just to bear in mind though, while this is happening for the end of the month, this is going to be a first trial and error, obviously, for this kind of collabing that I'm going to be doing, regardless, and hopefully it will go well, but we'll just see, because, you know, I'm doing it for the first time, collabing, be it versus whatever it may be. Hopefully, time permitting, I can allow some people to maybe throw at me some more questions if need be. But that's up to you guys, obviously. So keep your eyes posted, obviously, if you have commented below that you're interested in doing this sort of thing with me, because hopefully we can get to know each other as well as, you know, the viewers, you know. Also, leading up to this autism versus awareness versus autism acceptance, on my viewpoint of it all, I'm hoping that maybe, you know, you guys, I'm leaving it for the floorboard of discussion of an open topic that you want to hear about. Even though there are some topics that's going to be a bit, you know, juicy and, well, not juicy, but maybe nitty gritty, it might go up people's scope, but that doesn't matter, because as I said before, this is based on my personal opinion on it all, because as I said to one of the people on Facebook, that I'm hoping it would be hopefully next month if I do the research, is also the vaccines. Is there a link to this for us having autism? Even though this has been a controversial topic, there'll be some other topics along the way as well in the next few months, along with hopefully a little bit more in the next few months. Also, some more fun and games of my late videos with my sister, even though I'm not sure when she'll be coming up again. So, as I said, it's either going to be doing collabs with her or someone else, you know, as well. But I'm hoping that if anyone is interested in, you know, doing collabs or want me to collab with them, regardless of what you're doing, please let me know below, because, you know, I would love to join in and actually get to know people outside the autistic community here. So, because, you know, it's good to try and get to know different one of you, despite that, you know, everyone may think I'm just solely focusing on the autistic community. No, far from it. As I said before, this is open for full board for everybody. This channel, user friendly, hopefully, and whatever else it may be. Just also on a side note, as I mentioned, basically, like, there will be some other videos throughout the week to jazz it up a bit. You know, even though I'm balancing up Autism Awareness Month versus hopefully as much as I can put as many videos out there for you guys based on everyday topics, regardless what it is, because obviously April, August is that vlogging month that people say that you know, put one video day up, you know, leading up to the end of the month. So hopefully I'll be able to do that, as well as focusing on this as well, even though, you know, time permitting, as we know, for our schedules. Okay, also on another note, if you've seen on Facebook Aspie Answers All, even though I didn't want to announce it, you know, on Facebook, that now my book is in paperback form. It is now live on Amazon, and hopefully Amazon will share it around with those other distributed books agencies or booksellers, whatever you want to call them, along the way. Which, if you're interested in having a look at it, the link to my book through Amazon will be in the description below. And hopefully, if you haven't seen the book cover of what it looks like, I'll hopefully insert a picture somewhere up in this video somewhere, so they can get a few idea what it looks like, sort of thing. Before I go for this update kind of video, just to let you know, obviously, again, why I'm focusing on this Autism Awareness Month, especially an Acceptance Month, or whatever you want to call it, because everyone in the autistic community will call it something different, be it Autism Awareness Month versus some may call it Autism Acceptance Month, so on and so forth. But, you know, each to their own, as they say. I believe that regardless of everyday conditions and every other celebratory, you know, kind of date, be it Mother's Day and all that, we should all be loved and accepted by, you know, our peers, I believe, for us autistics, because sometimes it can be really hard work for some, you know, parents that may have children with autism, especially the ones that are non-verbal, and that I give high praises to the parents that are trying their very darn hardest to raise their kids regardless of their everyday battles, you know. I might also maybe later on, maybe I could make another, you know, collab with some parents if they're interested to share their stories, you know, of their struggles and that, and how they go about it. So no judgment there, because everyone's different in a way of, you know, helping each other out. Because it's all about give and take. Hopefully we can learn something along the way and actually, you know, share our life experiences along the way as well. As you're aware, basically, also, you know, I started this channel way back in June 2013, I should say. Even though, as I said before, in the very beginning when I first started this channel, or whatever it may be, that basically YouTube's got it wrong, because it was personal reasons to why I, you know, toned down my videos, because obviously I was having personal issues at that time. As you're aware also though, basically it was all to do with health and awareness along the way, especially about Aspie syndrome, autism, and like sharing my life stories, obviously getting you to journey with me what my life is like, obviously to come along with me and journey with me, regardless if I'm in this full screen or even if I'm out and about in public, you know. I didn't see me in my vlogs at that given moment of time, regardless of my aims and goals to, you know, dispel the myths and misconceptions about autism and Aspie syndrome, along with the mental health differentiations of mental health and different illnesses that I've shared or whatnot. But obviously it has come to light, obviously, from some of you. It has brought some attention to you guys, obviously, and within that attention or whatever it may be, it has impacted on you in a way, one way or another, be it from my personal life experiences versus basically maybe just some tips and advice I share with you, or words of encouragement, whatever it may have been, regardless of it all. And I'm actually forever grateful for some of the feedback that you've given me, even though, like I said, most of it has been positives. I've had a few negatives along the way, regardless of it all. So, you know, up and above those, you know, negativities, just raise above it, as they say. I'm forever grateful for that, so thanks for, you know, giving you guys, you know, feedback on what I've shared and created for you guys, even though I know some of this content may be a bit blur at the moment of some what I share or whatever, but I know and believe that I can make a difference for people around me, regardless, and it may just take one person one day at a time to reach out to those that really actually need it. I am forever grateful that this is benefiting you guys, regardless what it all, and keeping them in a real existence in a way of it all. Obviously, as I said before, mental health disorders, this is basically just normal everyday things, regardless of it all, is real, what we go through, and what we go through can determine our future. Obviously, I've learned along the way as well. I want to thank some of you who has been journeying with me from day one, and also to the ones that I've been meeting through Facebook groups, or even maybe in the community, or even when I do talk to you guys online, or whatever it may be, that, you're being an online friend, or whatever you want to call yourselves right now. You can find a little differentiation or term for yourselves for this, because, without you, trying to find a way to socialize, even though, like I said, I do find it a struggle sometimes to try and socialize in big groups. I'm okay with small groups, big, maybe, I don't know, a group of 15 to 20 people max, maybe similar class size setting. Sometimes it can get a bit overwhelming if, it's more than that, but, unless I am making that bold step day after day to try and, do what I can, even though there's a lot more to fulfill in my bucket list, what I want to do right now, which I'll share later on, what I want to fulfill, of a legacy. I want to thank you all for your support, regardless of who you are, big or small, and being part of my crew, support crew, whatever you want to call yourselves, okay, to fuel me and motivate me. I know without you all, sometimes when I have my bad days and good days that, especially my bad days when I don't feel to do a video, that sometimes some of you do push me forward regardless, and just, cheer me on. Come on, Aspie, we want to see more of your videos, or whatever it may be you guys were thinking at the time when you're supporting me. Obviously, I wouldn't have had the courage on what I'm doing right now without you guys. So basically, this ends a quick overview of what's to come this month, hopefully. So once again, thank you heaps for your support, and hopefully we can come together what we need to do, regardless what it may be, so to speak, for this. Goodness knows what this future of this channel will bring to you guys, regardless. Hopefully it brings something special, regardless. Do what you love what you do. Aspie signing out, and I'll see you again soon in my next vlog over, hopefully with a few questions in this week coming. Give me the like for the thumbs up for support and engagement. Again, comment below, engage with me, say hi, Aspie, whatever it may be, or some of the stuff that I've just said briefly, hopefully that we can, bring onto this channel.